Hare Krishna. Welcome to our channel. Bhagavad-gita, here it is. Because we have Bhagavad-gita as it is. And we are going to read it. We are in the 30th chapter. It's translated, I like to mention, by His Divine Grace, translation and commentary by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. My name is Labanga Latika. We are reading from the 13th chapter and hearing from Krishna about the soul and super soul gives us some opportunity to look at the world from a different perspective. Thank you. Stay with us.
Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang.
So, today we are actually reading text 29. I start with the Sanskrit. Samang pashyan hi sarvatra samavastitamash ishvaram nahinastyatmanatmanang tato yati parangatim. One who sees the supersoul equally present everywhere in every living being does not degrade himself by his mind. Thus he approaches the transcendental destination. Yes, we're getting the other perspective now. It's interesting. We just heard one who sees supersoul accompanying the individual soul in all bodies and understands neither the soul nor the supersoul within the destructible body is ever destroyed. He actually sees. So that gives us that perspective. I am not this body. I am actually the spirit soul. And we're in this world. We're dealing with this world. We have to take the needs of this body into account. Obviously, we're being realistic, but being fully realistic, we also want to take the soul into account. And because if we live a life where we neglect the existence of the soul, then not only is part of us not taken into account, all of us are not taken into account, because we are that soul. We are that soul. That is me. Now this verse says, not only are you spiritual, and next to you in your heart super soul is dwelling, which is actually quite amazing. Krishna himself, he has his own spiritual realm. We are welcome there because the spiritual world is unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. He is fully able to engage in a fully individual, personal, loving relationship with each one of us. It's not that we have to stand in line. Like Krishna is not a... I don't know, do they exist, or are they just in the Christmas movie, this mall Santas that sit in the big shopping places and speak to the children, and the children have to stand in line? I don't know. I've never seen that. I've just seen it in the movies. Krishna is not a mall Santa. Krishna can immediately accommodate all of us, personally, individually, forever. But we didn't want to be there, so we're in this world. But we're reading Bhagavad-gita and we start to understand our spiritual nature, and we start to understand how close Krishna is to us. This verse turns it around. Not only is Krishna in my heart, but everyone I meet, Krishna is in their heart. Purport. The living entity, by accepting this material existence, has become situated differently than in his spiritual existence. But if one understands that the Supreme is situated in his Paramatma manifestation everywhere, that is, if one can see the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in every living thing, he does not degrade himself by a destructive mentality, and he therefore gradually advances to the spiritual world. The mind is generally addicted to sense-gratifying processes, but when the mind turns to the supersoul, one becomes advanced in spiritual understanding. So that is the opportunity we have to actually see, and we said that, we read that earlier. It's not that we can normally see with our eyes. I look at my body and I see where the body ends and where the soul begins. That's usually, generally, not how it works. But by hearing this knowledge and observing the symptoms of the soul, that we are conscious, we are alive, we have personality, individuality, desires, we exist. Whereas a dead body has none of that. Intuitively we know that a dead body, we don't relate to them, we don't expect anything from them, we don't want their company, we deal with it. Whereas a living person, they can be our friend. But not only are we living entities, not only is super soul there in our heart, but when we look around us, everyone we meet, they are also spirit soul. And right now, they might be stuck in some other situation due to their karma, due to their desires, due to their illusion. Not everyone we meet is very pleasant. Not everyone we meet is of a very high caliber, so to speak, even among the humans. And then what to speak of, we look at the plants, we look at the fish in the sea, we look at the birds in the sky, we look at the hogs that sometimes come and decide to completely upend our garden, speaking from personal experience here. And then we think, oh, they shouldn't be here. My mother used to be very annoyed with the deer. They came and ate her tulips. She was very upset with that. But of course, if we build our houses where the deer used to live, what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? That's one thing that we can understand, that we need to share this earth planet. We all have a place here. But even further than that, Krishna is so kind. When I decided at some point, in some way, somehow, sometime, not to stay and relate with him, but to turn my back on him, he gave us this material world where we can try. We can give it our best try. And then we can find it doesn't necessarily work out so well, because this world, it is material and we are not. We try to connect our senses to the object of the senses, object of the senses, and there is no lasting happiness. Whatever we get, either we don't get it, then we're frustrated, or we do get it. Like you have an ice cream. You want an ice cream. It's sunny outside. Of course, it's not sunny outside. It's winter outside, but eventually there will be summer again, and we want an ice cream. We can't have it. It's frustrating. We get an ice cream. It is finished. It's frustrating. We get an ice cream and we get lots and lots of ice cream, and in the end we have had so much ice cream that we feel sick now. It's frustrating. So that's the nature of the contact of the senses and the sense object, ultimately. So we're not like that. We're spiritual. We're eternal. And we have a place in Krishna's eternal spiritual abode. So that's very encouraging. And it's also a good perspective when we consider how to use this life, what directions to take in this life. You know, if we cannot immediately decide to turn our life around, how many degrees? 180 degrees, and be spiritualists now. At least we should try, we should give it a try to engage in some of the Krishna conscious process, because we read about it, we hear from Krishna, we get knowledge, we put it into practice, and we get realization. And from there, maybe we will be inspired to continue on. So that's good. That's good for us in our life to have this knowledge and make these decisions. But this verse, we're not looking at ourselves now. We're looking out in the world. We're looking at everyone we meet, all the people we meet, the good people, the bad people, and everybody who's not a people, the grass, the trees, the everything. There's a living entity there, just like us. And just like us, Krishna cared about that living entity enough to come with him into every body, into every life in this world, over and over and over. Eternally, if we like. If we stay here eternally, Super Soul will be with us eternally also. And then when we look at that person who is such a dear friend to Krishna, that Krishna is prepared to do this. You know, he gives us this world, we can try and enjoy it. But not only that, he comes with us, he's in our heart, and whenever we want to turn to him, he's so close. And that's very encouraging for me. But then when I look at everybody else, And I look at them in that way, in that perspective. See how Krishna loves them so much and cares about them so much. And maybe I should give them the benefit of a doubt. Okay, it doesn't mean I will be stupid. Prabhupada said that sometime, we look with equal vision. Everyone is a living entity, spirit, soul. It doesn't mean we go and hang out with the tigers, because they might kill us. That's one thing. But we also don't have to disrespect them. In our mind, we can look at them like that person that Krishna cares so much about, that he comes with them lifetime after lifetime. And if we can kind of have that sort of respect between us in this world, that would be quite wonderful, wouldn't it? So, we try to do this Bhagavad-gita. We try to post them twice a week. Sometimes we fail a little bit. Then we will come back later. And I'm so happy you're here with us reading Bhagavad-gita. Please come back. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for watching. We aim for updates every Tuesday and Friday. Please come back. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down there. We also have some links and information for you. And there is, of course, the subscribe button. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I'm a Hare Krishna, and I approve this message. Subscribe.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,